Hello, I'm Cecile from Agicap, the software that helps you manage your business through cash flow. In this video, we will talk about the payment terms between professionals by addressing 4 main points. What exactly are the authorized payment terms between professionals? How can you optimize your payment terms, customer and supplier, to improve your working capital requirements? What happens when payment terms are not respected? What to do in case of non-payment? To begin with, let's talk about the legal payment periods. Unless specifically agreed between the parties, it is set at the 30th day following the date of receipt of the goods or performance of the service. To begin with, let's talk about the legal payment periods. Unless specifically agreed between the parties, it is set at the 30th day following the date of receipt of the goods or performance of the service. More than 440,000 small firms could be forced out of business by the late payment crisis, according to the Federation of Small Businesses. It should be noted that there are several other types of payment terms: cash payment, payment on receipt of invoice, payment with a negotiated term. However, specific deadlines exist depending on the sector, such as in the food and beverage industry, transport, and some seasonal sectors. Find them in our article located in the description of this video. Let's see how to optimize your supplier payment terms. You probably already know that the supplier payment term is an excellent way to improve your working capital. The idea is to pay your suppliers as late as possible, while, of course, respecting the maximum authorized term. So, think about negotiating the best payment terms with your suppliers. Let's take the example of a 45 days end-of-month deadline. Let's say your supplier issues his invoice on April 3rd. By adding 45 days to the end of the month in which the invoice is issued, the invoice must be paid by June 14th at the latest. We will now see how to optimize your customer payment terms. First point, be diligent in the date of establishment of the invoice, since it is the date that is authentic, to ensure that your customers pay as quickly as possible. The faster your customers pay, the faster you collect, and therefore tend to improve your WCR. Next, consider informing your customers about their commitment. Include your payment terms in the general sales and conditions, and have them systematically signed by your customers along with your contracts and estimates. Also include late payment penalties in your contracts. This will deter them. You can also ask for a deposit when signing the contract or the estimate. Finally, think about optimizing the management of the customer accounts. This is to say, to have visibility on the late invoices and the amount they represent. You can automate this process thanks to some tool like Cash Collect from Agicap. Taste it here. Be careful, because the longer the delays in payment last, the more difficult it is to collect. React quickly in case of late payments. The non-respect of the payment terms is liable to a fine. Beyond the administrative sanctions, the bad payers are liable to owe penalties for late payments and collection fees. So, beware of the costs if you forget to pay, but also remember that your company's reputation is at stake. News travel fast, and no one wants to be labeled as a bad payer. The use of tools to simplify the payment of such invoices can be useful, such as Agicap payment, for example. Find out more in the description of this video. Now, what to do if you have unpaid invoices from your customers despite your reminders? First step, contact the partner, first of all, if you haven't already done so. Don't hesitate to call your contact directly to understand what is going on his side. Second step, dunning letter. Still no payment in sight? You can send a warning letter indicating that you wish to call a collection agent if the bill is not paid. This is called a demand for payment. Third step, amicable collection process. This is the final step in the amicable collection process. This letter must be sent by registered mail with acknowledgement of receipt. Fourth step, payment order. Next step, the payment order. At this stage, it is necessary to use a legal process. This simplified process allows the debtor to be judged on documents without being summoned to court. Fifth step, legal process. In order to start the process, you have to go to the competent court to file a request for an injunction to pay. You must then attach to your application all the necessary documents to prove your claim, unpaid invoices, reminders letters, formal notice, etc. Let's look at some tips to facilitate the collection of your debts. You can facilitate the collection of your receivables with the help of adaptive tools. It is possible to automate time-consuming tasks so that the teams can concentrate on the essential missions. Today, there are two main types of solutions to optimize the collection process. Automatic follow-up softwares that track payments by account type, due date or risk level, outsourcing platforms for debt collection with referral to trusted professionals. You now know more about payment terms and the solutions available to you to optimize their management. To reduce your payment delays and improve your cash flow, Agicap offers you a support solution for the follow-up of the customer invoices. If you like this video, you can test Agicap or ask for a demonstration to our services, or subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you for watching and see you soon.